Nah, they be some sons out here that be giving their dad. They be out here giving that. I was gonna say something. Yo, I said it so. I said that.
Yeah.
What's up, Sage Nation, and welcome back to our channel. It has been a while. We missed you guys.
Yes.
We are finally officially able to say that we are back. Mm-hmm. We missed putting out content for you guys, and it's been just a lot of things going on. Last year was just it was a difficult year for us. It was a lot of changes. It was a lot of last minute things that were needed to be done, and we just mentally and emotionally weren't in the space to come back into doing YouTube. But now we are in a much better space. We're in a better place. And we cannot be more excited to be back and start putting these videos out for you guys because we really miss just being back on YouTube. Anything else you have to say?
Alright, so if you guys want to know the reason why we've been going for a year, just go ahead and skip to the end, and then after that you can go back to the beginning of the video.
Yeah, we don't want to take too much of you guys' time because I know y'all want us to get straight into this video and reacting to it. So we're going to be reacting to when anime fathers fight their sons in the anime world. I really don't want to be making these speeches like... I don't know why I thought of Star Wars. I'm ready to get into it if you are. Anything else you have to say?
Nope, I am ready. Alright, let's get started. Alright, y'all, we finna start this video in 3, 2, 1.
Every one of us who lives with our parents has an occasional fight or disagreement with them, but most of those fights don't end up as full-blown brawls. However, that's not the case in anime, since sometimes fathers and sons have less than ideal relationships. There's a whole lot of drama that comes with that and a whole lot of emotion too. So without further ado, here's a list of the best father and son fights of all time to satisfy your urge for family drama.
He said family drama like it's a drama show.
To hell, we have Rin versus Satan. Sometimes your adoptive father is just better than your actual father, especially when your actual father is Satan himself. Now, when your father kills off your adoptive father, things can get pretty dicey. During this confrontation, Satan took control of Rin's brother Yukio, and it resulted in a gorgeously executed fight.
That made him
Satan
rage
was
for
shown
sure,
to be extremely powerful during the entire exchange, and one-sidedly beat up Rin for the majority of the fight while he tried to get through to his controlled brother. Eventually, Yukio regains control, and the two brothers ruin their evil father's plans. The pacing of the fight is really good, and the emotions attached to it just make it all better.
Sure.
The visuals are stunning, and you can see a lot of effort went into the animation. Overall, it's just a really solid fight that made the Blue Exorcist series even better. Up next, we have Guel Jeturk against his father Vim Jeturk from the Gundam Witch from Mercury series.
Alright, I've been searching.
Now, this one totally caught me off guard, and honestly, it's a very heart-wrenching moment from the series. During the attack on planet Keter, in a cruel twist of fate, Guel ends up being attacked by his father while he's using a mobile suit he found. The visuals are very appealing because who doesn't like giant robots fighting in space using all sorts of cool technology? The animation is smooth, and the fight is well thought out. The real highlight of the fight, though, is that neither of the parties knew who the other was. The father and son unknowingly fought, and only when Guel landed the final blow did the two find out. It's an utterly tragic moment as Guel tries to get out to save his father, but the mobile suit blows up. No one expected it to happen. Imagine killing your own father. Even if you guys had bad blood, that's gotta hurt.
Oh my god. He was shook.
Next, we have Rudius versus Paul. Another long-awaited reunion like the previous entry, but gladly, this one doesn't end in tragedy.
I think I've seen
You seen this
After the
one?
Mana
I didn't
disaster
watch it,
incident,
but I've
Rudius was
seen
taken
probably
away
like
from his
people
family
posting
for a
about
very
it
long
and stuff.
time and only happened to reunite with his father after he went after the culprits of a kidnapping. Rudius was in disguise, or more specifically, he's using panties as a mask, while Paul...
I was about to say, like, why do they look like some
to
panties?
what Rudius remembered more specifically again, drunk
He got
and
the
depressed.
he got the
two
middle
ended
part
up
right on that
fighting when
nose
they met,
too.
and
He
Rudius
sniffed
had
that
a
shit.
relatively powerful father.
What?
The fight was very well choreographed and Paul's beast-like movements looked great. It was also great watching Rudius progress to the point where he could finally beat his father, but that wasn't until Paul managed to come close and launched an attack, which luckily only hit his mask. Well, Paul was drunk too, but the result would probably have been the same, even if he wasn't. Overall, the
What's
fight
wrong with
was
his
really
face?
good, and Paul stopping when he realizes who he's
I wanna see
fighting was
his face.
also a very sweet moment.
No,
It was
I
both
don't think there's nothing wrong
emotional
with his
and
Oh, it's nothing. Oh wow. Wow.
Next up on this list is Silver versus Grey,
Fairy Tail.
Buster from
You
Fairy
watched this?
Tail.
I watched like probably like maybe 3 episodes, maybe of it.
So, moving back to less than happy reunions, this father and son fight happens when the son finds out that his father was a demon named Deliora who killed people important to him. It's definitely a dark
Oh,
premise,
wow,
but one
he
that results in
petty.
a rage-filled fight scene. The fight is pretty interesting to watch as you root for Grey to beat up his father. Grey showed how strong and smart he is when he turned Silver into a donut. Also, who doesn't enjoy
Turn
this
Silver
moment
into
in
a
these sorts of
donut.
fights? In the end, it turns out that Silver wasn't entirely bad, as he's revealed not to be the demon who caused all the trouble for Grey. The two have an emotional moment before Silver passes away. It was similar to what happened to Guel, but this time he knew it was his father he was fighting.
Just imagine knowing that like people close to you are just dying, getting killed, and you have no idea, and then when you end up finding out it's your dad.
Biting
doing
their
that.
way
Yeah.
into the
Just-
list, we have a battle
some BS.
between vampires. It's Alucard versus Dracula
wow.
in Castlevania.
Oh, this looks good.
I've seen posters about this.
Really? Let us know in the comments what y'all think about this anime.
Now that's extremely cool in
Dang,
itself,
he's
but a
giving him the
father-son
hands.
vampire fight with the legendary Dracula? It's on a whole other level, isn't it? The corrupted Dracula needs to be
Oh my
saved from the
God.
destroy all of mankind by his son, who's teamed up with a drunkard from a legendary family of vampire hunters and a strong female mage. Others aside, the fight between Dracula and Alucard is really awesome. Castlevania has had great animation, and this fight scene
looks
certainly
really good.
encompasses it. The two
Yeah,
fight
it looks
all around the
good.
castle and create a lot of wreckage with Dracula's power
He's
clearly on
giving
display.
that
Even though
man-
He
Alucard
giving him
is
that
powerful
work.
in every fight,
he
his
is
father
giving-
still beats him all over the place. It isn't until
Oh.
Dracula hits Alucard in his childhood room that he realizes that he's killing his own son. It's a wonderfully emotional moment as the Count of Darkness stops and realizes just how far he's gone. That's when Alucard finally lands the finishing blow, killing his father.
What
Oh.
the?
With the
Uryu
steak.
versus Ryuken is next, a
Bleach.
battle between Quincy's. The final arc of Bleach has some really cool animation, but this fight happened
I heard
much
good things
earlier
about
when
the animation in
was
this
just
anime.
okay,
I like,
super
I like
polished,
Bleach.
but it doesn't
Yeah.
mean it wasn't good.
You watch all the
Anyway,
series?
the fight happened right
I watched
after
a couple
Uryu's battle
episodes.
with Menos Grande. He
Like
was
season
having a
one.
pretty hard time with it until Ryuken showed up and absolutely pulverized it
That
before
Tonga.
telling Uryu he could restore his powers if he was no longer associated with
Wow,
the
yeah.
Shinigami. Afterwards, Ryuken messes up with Uryu during training before revealing that it was a requirement to give him back his powers. It's not so much a fight, really, but more of a one-sided slaughter. But that's to be expected, since most fathers tend to be stronger than their sons. Well, initially at least. Even
Yeah.
so, the fight was fun to watch.
Nah, there be
Soundtrack
some
was
sons out here that
awesome.
be giving their dad. They be out here giving him that. I was gonna say something. Yo, I saw this song. I said that.
Now we have
Yeah.
Goldie, but a Goldie, and it's
Classic
Yomi versus
version.
Shura from Yu Yu Hakusho.
No.
That I was gonna say ass whooping, then work at the same time, so it just didn't.
I'm sorry, bro.
Not all fights
God.
are evil. Sometimes they just beat you up for training purposes. Also, it's a weird father-son relationship.
Oh, he's
since
training
Shura
him.
Is basically Yomi's clone of himself.
I'm
This
not gonna let
father-son
that
fight
slide
occurred
what you
during
just
the
said,
demon.
though.
You gonna leave it in here? I already
Now,
know you.
Yomi is one of the 3 demon kings,
You gonna
and it's
leave it
so
in here, you
obvious who the winner of the fight is going to be. The animation is really pleasant to the eyes, even though it's very old. It has great choreography,
Yeah.
and the fist fights look gorgeous, much like the fights in Dragon Ball Z. Actually, Shura gives it his.
Oh,
Yeah, it
this
kinda
is
gives
Yu Yu
me-
Hakusho?
Yeah, and it kind of gives me that vibe a little
By
bit.
blasting Yomi in the face, but it has zero.
For sure, it's
effect
different
on him.
storylines,
Well, the only
but-
effect is that he proceeds to beat up Shura a bit more before finally being declared the victor. Now, if that ain't father and son bonding, then I don't know what is.
Damn! that's an ass
Fight scene
whooping.
from another of the
Naruto?
big 3 anime, Naruto. This fight is against Gaara and his father Rasa.
What is that?
Sand.
Oh,
Now,
Sinan.
the two of them are very accomplished fighters, which is clear since they both have the title of Kazekage, Gaara being the current one while his father was the previous one. Both of them have similar jutsu as well, so it's already the setup of an amazing fight. However, the funniest and perhaps saddest part by far is how surprised Rasa is when he finds out that Gaara has friends. He'd been an awful father, so it's satisfying that the two duke it out. Gold dust Rasa uses is a wonderful contrast to Gaara's, and overall, the entire fight
Now
is
Gaara
one
has
of
the
At least
son.
Gaara
He have
finally learned
a
the truth and got to listen to something of an
terrible
apology from his
childhood.
father.
Like when he was a kid.
damn.
If you when you watch Naruto, you'll be like, damn, I really feel bad for this boy.
Damn. Was that his dad saying that to him?
Yeah.
Coming up next
Damn,
is
that
from
was deep,
Ranking
yo.
of Kings. The
Ranking
fight
of
between
Kings.
Baackk and Boss.
Yeah.
My boy Drew, he loved Ranking of Kings, so I'm
Is
gonna go
it
by
a
what he
anime?
say.
It
It doesn't-
I think it's like a 2023 maybe anime,
He had a
if I'm
curse
correct.
placed on him when he was born because his father Boss bargained with a demon to get his firstborn child's strength and power. It's great that the
Wow,
studio
he
chose
made
to
a whole
have
deal.
Boss
Doing-
in giant form, even though in
That
actuality
deal, man.
he was fighting in Daida's body. This David versus Goliath-like fight was
Goliath.
beautifully emotional and it had some really charming animation. It was also particularly
Actually,
satisfying to see how Boji had developed
there's
some
a
animation,
anime
yeah.
to the
It
point
looks very
that he defeated
interesting.
his own father. Perhaps the highlight of
adorable.
these fights is actually watching the son surpass the father. But we won't get too philosophical yet, because next up we have Gamui versus Umibos from Gintama.
Gintama's funny as hell.
He
Don't call
said
me
Baldy.
Baldy.
Cool-headed dad. I cannot.
Umibos is considered amongst the highest elite of the Yato, with his fighting strength considered almost equal to the king of Yato. Other than Hosen,
big
the
ass
only
For
person able
real?
to contend with him is his own
There's
son
no
Gamui.
way.
The father-son
There's
duo
no way
isn't
that
on the
big
best
ass
of
sword,
terms,
bro.
which is apparent since Gamui...
You saying he had to have that big ass sword?
Just to kill his ass.
When Gamui and Umibos fought again in a no-holds-barred match, the entire fight is sufficiently brutal and chaotic, with both sides going all out to defeat the other. The fight
it
has
was
some
giving
nice
they all.
choreography and good visuals, especially for the time of the episode's release, and makes for a very enjoyable, serious fight in an otherwise comedic anime. Gintama may be known
those
for being
umbrellas.
really funny,
Yeah, they look
but when
like
it wants
them.
to add emotions, it hits like a truck.
Bro, there it is.
Bro, really out here just swinging that sword, bruh.
Of course, we can't forget to add the fight between Goku and Gohan.
yes. This is
This
my.
is the best one, you think?
This is my shit. This is my shit on here. I'm glad he put it on here.
Were you thinking about that? You're like, I really do
I was
hope they
like-
add this on
I
here.
was thinking about that.
Super, right before the Tournament of Power. Goku, as we all know from the Cell Saga, is very
Which
keen on
one's-
testing out his son.
he's-
So
That's
the
the
match
son.
took place in an
That's
attempt to
Gohan.
determine whether
Oh.
Gohan could participate in the Tournament of Power to
That's
represent
Goku,
Universe 7.
the one
Gohan
in the
initially
blonde-
throws Goku
yeah,
around,
and
telling him to use
Gohan
all of
is
his power.
the son.
This then prompts Goku
But
to
they're
go
just
Super
training,
Saiyan
like,
Blue
they got
and
a good
fight with
relationship,
Raiden.
so.
The fight is short, but pretty fulfilling, showing how Gohan has become powerful enough to take on Goku in one of his most
So his
powerful
hair
forms.
turns
He still
blue.
isn't as strong as our battle-crazed father.
There's different
He's very
stages
much
of
the strongest in the
transformations, which
universe.
you going to need to understand if you ever
Yeah.
reconsider watching Dragon Ball series. But yeah.
What does it mean when turn? Is that when he's like at his highest potential?
That's his highest.
Highest potential.
Well, no, that's not his highest. There's more forms that he got.
But that's like one of the top tier ones.
That's one of the forms in that current episode that you watch. But other than that, there's something else more to it. There's another form.
Sanji, the main team and one of its strongest
One
members,
Piece.
has always been a very important part of the team. However, his childhood had been shrouded in mystery for a very long time until it was revealed that he was technically a prince, having been born to Vinsmoke Judge, the king of the German kingdom. Although royalty wasn't all it's cracked up to be, since Sanji was ridiculed and abused during his childhood because he was defective when compared to his other siblings. Seeing that Sanji had such an abusive childhood, it was super satisfying.
His siblings were doing that shit to him?
Ideal father.
I would have been catching these hands, bro.
Judge made use of his many modifications and initially had the upper hand, but Sanji reached his limit when Judge used one of his men as a human shield before attacking Sanji and defeating him. Not as satisfying as watching Sanji beat up his abusive father, but it was fine since he didn't seem to be going all out.
Man, I wouldn't just be beating up my father. I'd be beating up my siblings for getting back at them for what they done.
Next on this list, we have Seito Kaiba versus Gozaburo Kaiba.
This anime looks familiar.
Really? To you?
Yes.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in his prime was the shit though.
Although Gozaburo is Seito's adoptive father, it still counts since he played the same role. Not the best father, of course, which is obvious since the two ended up clashing after Seito orders his father to shut down Domino City and release all the minds trapped in the virtual world. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels make a literal card game look pretty awesome. Seeing huge monsters summoned in a game of wits is so much fun to watch, even though the anime is pretty old, so the animation isn't as great as the other anime on this list. Still, the monster designs are very cool. The two talk a lot during the fight scene. There are quite a lot of rules in play, but the anime does a good job of making the fight look interesting and keeping the viewers up to date with what's happening. Other than the relatively less flashy fights, it's always fun watching a blue-eyed dragon beat what is basically an Egyptian god, and the family drama is there too, so it does make the cut for this list.
What else we got?
Moving on to the most recent fight during the making of this list, Megumi versus Toji.
I don't think I've gotten to this part.
Nope. I've been telling you to watch it.
I'm getting.
This was an amazing moment.
I recently just watched one. Don't do me.
Nah, when's the last time you watched it?
Fight with Gojo, and we thought we wouldn't see him again.
A month ago?
Fortunately, though, curses work in mysterious ways, and the Shibuya incident allowed us to see the father and son meet up once again, but not in the best of settings.
Oh,
Mainly
wow.
because neither of the two knew they were related. The entire fight happens in an instant as Toji appears to blitz Megumi. Now, this Toji was basically a reanimation by Granny Ogami, but it's still a reunion of sorts. The fight itself was just
must have been a
spectacular.
lot of
Everything
emotion
was
in
so
there.
on point during the
He
entire
does
fight.
not.
The
Anger,
visuals
for
were
sure.
amazing, the choreography was breathtaking,
First
and it
of
was
all-
even a bit emotional.
He said, "Swing them down."
But it was only the fans though, since till the end, Megumi had no idea who he'd fought. Toji would have killed Megumi too if not for a certain memory
He
that
does
arose
not
in him.
remember
When
who his
Toji
father is,
realizes
you know
he's
that,
his
right?
son,
He been
Toji
said
proceeds
that
to stab
when he was a
himself in
kid.
the head
Remember?
to prevent
Remember
himself
the
from
episodes you
causing
watched when
his son
Gojo met
harm.
Megumi when he was a kid? He said that. He don't know who his father was. He don't care who his father is.
Oh,
But he
that
don't
must
know
have
that's
been
his
a
father.
lot.
He
That was
doesn't.
no, for real. He still don't know even after this
Last
fight.
on the
don't know
list
who he
is
is.
Baackk Hanma versus his father, Yujiro.
Baackk! No, he does not know who his dad is. He been said that when he was a kid.
Oh,
And he do not care.
I thought he would have known, like, by the time they fought, like, he would have told him, like, I'm your father.
No.
Father and son fights are normally side stories in anime and not the primary driving force
Yeah, he
behind
said-
the hero. However, that's not
Baki's
the
a
case,
good-ass
since
anime.
the reason why
I
Baki
need
trains
to-
so hard is solely to defeat his father, the ogre,
should
Yujiro
watch that.
Hanma. Baki's entire goal is to become stronger than his father and avenge his mother, who was killed by him. No easy feat either,
I
since
remember that
Yujiro
shit.
is
What
considered
the
the
f-
strongest creature in the world. Baki has had some ridiculously outrageous fights, and the charm of the anime comes from them. So it's no surprise that the fight between these two warriors is equally epic and wild. The animation is something to get used to and appreciate. The choreography and visuals are great, while at the same time, the emotions are just spot on too. It does seem one-sided at first, with Yujiro dominating Baki.
Damn.
The latter matches up to his father soon after and puts up a
That's
really
horrible.
good fight. However, in the end, Baki technically loses, but Yujiro still acknowledges his son, saying that he's the strongest creature on Earth. Considering the long fight, feelings, and how this becomes the climax of the series, this one was definitely the best father and son fight in anime.
I think he's 5'6". The son.
Wow, he said my numbing fist are the only thing that's connected to me.
And with that,
that
we're
was
wrapping
deep,
up this
guys.
list of the top father and son fights of all time.
Okay.
Even with all the research, there are probably many
What
other
the
fights.
fuck?
Y'all can't see what we're seeing. We're just seeing some ass
Make sure to
cheeks
let
or
us
some
know
shit
down
like
in the
that.
comments.
It's for the
Like,
next
If you enjoyed
video.
this
Top
give it a
30
thumbs up and
best,
subscribe if you
you
want more of
know.
this family drama with awesome fights. See you next time.
Okay.
Wow, you guys.
All right, that is
honestly,
it for the video.
honestly, I don't have a favorite one in here. There was so many good ones.
Because you haven't seen the other ones yet.
Yeah, but
Besides
regardless,
Jesus,
there were some good ones though.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite one? Or top three from this one.
Megumi versus Toji.
Okay.
Goku versus Gohan.
Okay.
And
The Baackk one, didn't
the
you?
Baackk, Baackk too. Like that's
Okay.
like, I like that
The
one.
Baackk
too.
one was pretty.
Yeah.
That was crazy. The shocking one to me was the dude. I think the one who killed his friends and people that were important him around him.
Yeah, Fairy Tail.
I think it was that one. It was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, you guys, I really enjoyed this video. You know, anime fights always gonna be top tier, like for sure. Especially when it has to do with emotion, like if it was somebody close to them that they found out, or like family, like that should be crazy. I think that's one of my favorites in anime actually, when it gets really intense with family drama or like friends drama. But anything you have to say?
I actually enjoyed the video.
Yeah.
And I really did. You know, if you guys got any other videos for us to watch, you know, comment down below. But we gotta get started with our story too, right?
Yeah, everything that like a little update that everything that's been going on right now. So you guys, last year was definitely it was a bit hard on us. Just emotionally, you know, it was just a lot. Our videographer, we're not gonna get too into detail. Our videographer did us bogus for our wedding. We had our wedding in 2022 and he went like a whole year. We were having to deal with him constantly messaging him, calling him. It was a lot of emotional distress on our end because that was our wedding and that was like our one-time video that we were going to be able to show our kids or our grandkids or like our family in the future. And he pretty much like he took that from us. He took that moment from us. He pretty much scammed us. There wasn't no video. He never was willing to give us our money back. So we were like kind of in the process of finding a lawyer, taking legal action, and that was taking us a couple months. I went through a lot, you guys. I got into a bit of a depression. My husband was there for me every second of the way. You guys know that. And it was a lot hard on him too. Just seeing me in that emotional state was very heartbreaking. We were dealing with a dog we got and we thought was going to be our dog to fit our family, and he had a lot of work that needed to be done. He came from an abusive home. So we were dealing with him and we were just trying to make it feel comfortable in our home, and that just did not work.
And so we gave him back.
And that was emotionally draining on us. We really had thought we could fall in love with him. And I kind of did, you know, but we did, but it was just not for us. Then the last 5 months last year, my sister moved in with us at our own place, and she was taking over our gaming room where we would record our content, and that was the best room that we will be able to record from. So that's fine, you know. She came first in that moment. She needed our help, and you know, we understand that. And then we were dealing with a lot of apartment issues with our apartment management. They weren't coming to fix our leaks. We were having leaks all the time. Just things that need to be done fixing around our place. In order for us to be able to record our content, like we cannot do that when there's constant leaks or just the smell of it. It was a lot. But the good thing that did come out of last year was that we did end up getting a new puppy. She's actually about to be a year old on Monday. So we got her. She was like, well, how many months was she when we got her?
I think
she was 5. She was 5.
Yeah, she was 5, yeah.
So that's our baby. We're actually going to show you guys her. If you want to go get her.
Meet Kirby. This is our baby.
Hi, baby.
Our fur baby.
Hi.
She's part of the family, the Whiting family.
This is your baby.
If you hear that barking, that was her.
Yeah, she heard something. When Terry was like, stop.
I'm snapping like, stop.
Dude, yeah, this is our baby. She's about to be a year old tomorrow. So she was a good thing that came out of it for sure. This is our little pumpkin. But we love her. She's part of the new Nation family. She actually has a TikTok page too, you guys.
Yes.
We're gonna put it down here if you guys want to go check out her. We do little cute videos for her, so definitely check that out. And we're gonna also put our TikToks because I have my own TikTok and he has his own. You guys can definitely follow us on that. But yeah, and without further ado, if you guys have any recommendations of animes you want us to react, or anything in general, we're kind of focusing more on anime right now. But if you guys have anything, for sure, let us know down in the comments below. Anything you have to say before we end this off?
No, I don't think so. I think that's it, right?
Yeah, but we're back, you guys.
Yeah, we're back.
It was just a lot emotionally distress we went through last year. But we're definitely back, and we're really happy, and we're in a lot better mental state. Oh, by the way, if you guys are wondering, the whole video situation, we got that figured out. We ended up getting our money back.
Yeah, we got our money back, yeah.
We ended up moving into a new place. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see.
Yeah, we don't have a game room, guys.
For now.
We ended up moving to a new place last year too. So it was a lot of changes, but it was all good for the cause.
Yes.
And we're really happy now. And trust me, 2024 is... We're
It's
going
our
to be
year.
consistent how we used to be, for sure.
For, our goal, we want to reach to at least 10K subscribers. If not 10K, 5K will do. Or more, anything's possible. But I'm just going to go by the minimum of the goals that we want to hit before the end of the year. So, yeah.
Love you, baby.
That's it, right? That's it?
Don't lick my mouth. Yes.
All right,
guys.
But we appreciate you guys watching our videos, and I know you guys are very happy to see us back. But
really happy.
Yeah, very happy. But please be sure to like,
share,
and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Peace
out.
Bye. Bye. Bye.